Welcome back to the garden pit. Yeah, I know it's been a long time, but I think I'm going to get back in the game this year. Last year, it was a poor year for gardening there. It just rained and rained and rained. It pretty much drowned the garden out. So this year I'm hoping Mother Nature will work with us and so we can have a nice year of gardening. Today we're planting some flowers. We're going to be planting some Coleus, what else? Dianthus, Hollyhocks, and some peonies, some snapdragons, and I'm going to plant some pennyroyal. I'm going to show you how it's done, so just hold on. Yeah, I'm planting two varieties of Coleus there today. One's called Rainbow Mix and the other one's called Wizard Rose. The Wizard Rose, I saved the seed from it last year. So we'll see how that goes there. This first one is a pelleted seed. So I'm going to plant that probably about a 1/4 inch deep. See, I got the, if you could see it, pot marked. See, it saves you a lot of money. Oh, not a lot maybe, but you know, saves you money on buying tags, and then you end up wasting the tags after you get done using them. And you know, this way you put a little coat on the side of your pot, and then you write it down in a binder or whatever you want to call it, a tablet thing, you know, like that, and that way you know what's going to be what in what pot. And you put a little seed start mix on top. Yeah, so with this pelleted seed, I had to, it said planted about a 1/4 inch deep. So I put a little soil on top there and we'll see what happens there. And with the other one, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but see how small the seeds are. They're very small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant these seeds there. Very, very small. Just sprinkle them over the top of the soil here. And I said, I don't know if these seeds are good or not. I thought I'd give it a try there. Not easy to collect them, but I'll put them on. There's probably a couple hundred seeds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly cover them. I'm not going to put very much seed start mix on top. Because they're so small. And I've had success growing Coleus in the past. Now, take a little while. And that's it. That's all it is to planting Coleus. Alright, I put the Coleus seeds in the liquid seaweed mixture there. This is the liquid seaweed mix I use. I guess you could see that. You take about 1 ounce of this to about 1 gallon of water there, and this lasts pretty much all season. That makes a concentrate. And then the concentrate, you take 4 tablespoons of concentrate to a gallon of water, and then you use it from there. It lasts forever. Yeah, I bought this a couple years ago. It cost me $16.95. This is going to last me forever. And now we're going to plant some Dianthus. Never planted these from seed before. I've grown them. You know, bought plants from the nurseries, but I've never grown seed Dianthus from seed. Seeds aren't too big. They're bigger than that Coleus seed. I'll give you take you a look there. It says to plant this about 1/4 inch deep. I can't get them all out of the pack. Alright, just plant about 1/4 inch deep here. Just sprinkle them around all over the place. We'll see how these germinate. They say they germinate best as around 60, so I'll just take them upstairs and put them on my table upstairs and just let them germinate up there. The Coleus, I'll put them in the oven where the pilot light keeps it at around 80 to 85 degrees, and that'll help germinate those. There you go. You tamp it down so you get good contact with the soil there. And that is all it is to planting Dianthus from seed. Alright, next we're going to plant some Hollyhocks. These Hollyhocks are going to go 1/2 inch deep into the soil there. And you can see these are pretty good sized seeds here. Just plant them excuse me, 1/2 inch deep into the soil here, and we'll see how they do. Last year I planted some of these. They grew until they were drowned by all the rain we had last year. It was a very, very disappointing year. Okay, the seeds are in. Firm it down. Like I said, 1/2 inch deep. And I water everything from the bottom. You don't want to water from the top. It'll end up disturbing the seed, moving the seed all around, and you just want to water it from the bottom. And into the liquid seaweed it goes, and that's all it is to planting hollyhocks from seed. Next we're going to plant some poppies. I got 2 different varieties. I got the Parks Peony Mix and the Parks Flemish Antique. Let's see, which one am I going to plant first here? The Peony Mix. These seeds are very small. Maybe I can show you them in the pack here. Is it going to focus? I don't know. Anyway, they're very small. They're about as small as the other seed, first seed that we planted there. Now you're just going to sprinkle these on top of the soil, and just sprinkle very little soil on top of them.
Just very little, just enough soil to cover them. But like I say, just very little. Well, maybe you can see it better here. Very small seeds. Yeah, it's the first time I've tried to grow poppies from seed too. And these will just go sit out in the my dining room there on the table. As they say, about 55, 60 degrees is the good germination temp. These seeds have a little different color to them. Yeah, just sprinkle them all around. Will they come up? Who knows? Sometimes I have luck with these small seeds like the Coleus. I usually have pretty good luck with those germinating. We'll see what happens with this. Just a little bit of soil put on top of there with a very, very thin layer. And with these, that you put a thin layer on, you have to make sure they don't dry out on you. And you make sure they're moist. You know, don't keep them swimming in the water. Just make sure they're moist there. Just keep a good eye on them. And if they start drying out on you, just get like a spray bottle, you know, something like this, and just mist the top of it so it gets wet there. You don't want that thing soaking wet. And that's it. Put it in the liquid seaweed. Let it soak up the seaweed till it's fully moist. And that's it for planting poppies from seed. Now we're going to plant snapdragons from seed there. I have 3 varieties I'm planting today. One's called Double Supreme Mix. The second one's called Black Prince. And the last one is called Snap Happy Mix. So let's show you how we do that. These seeds are very small also. They're going to be planted just like the last seed we planted up, the poppy and the Coleus. Oh, this is being a real pain in the ass to open up. I'm not trying to be all day doing this with you. I know you all have other things to do. Unfortunately, it's a little dry right now outside, so that means seeds are sticking to everything. But these, like I say, these are very small. You just spread them all around as you usually do. Like I say, you're just going to put a very, very light layer of seed starting mix on top of it. See if I can get the rest of these out of here. Yeah, it feels like I got them. Let me cover that up with a little light layer here. And these are really, really small seeds, like I said, and make sure you push it down real good so that the seeds make contact with that seed. That seed don't make contact with the soil. I mean, if it don't make contact with the soil, then more than likely they will not germinate. But that's all it is to planting snapdragons from seed. And the last thing I'm going to plant today is the herb pennyroyal. These seeds are probably smaller than any other seeds that I planted today. It'll be fun trying to get them out of this package here. There we go. These are really small. You put a very, very light coating on top after you plant. Very small. I've grown this before. I've had luck growing this. This is good to plant around the outside your house there. It supposedly keeps fleas away, you know, if you have animals. It has a nice smell to it. Boy, this stuff's really small. Pennyroyal, if you can see it. Focus camera. Like I said, I'm just going to put a little wisp of soil on top of this. Just to barely cover them. So it'll stay moist. So it'll germinate. Then this, like, I don't know if I said the Snapdragons, you can keep them out in the house. You don't have to put them in the oven to germinate. They germinate around 55, 60 degrees. Same as this. This will stay out on the table. And that is it for planting pennyroyal. Yeah, that is it for planting flowers and pennyroyal here at the garden pit today. Yeah, I know it's been a long time. Like I said at the beginning of the video, after I messed my back up in I think it was 2015, you know, I pretty much lost interest, and you know, I had gardens every year after that, and you know, the back still hurts all the time. So you know, I just keep pushing on, just being careful and doing things differently than I used to do it, so I don't re-injure myself. But yeah, this is the first of many videos this year. Next will be the big one, the Daytona 500 of planting vegetables. Yeah, at least for me. We'll be planting pepper seeds next time here at the garden pit. So thanks for watching. Keep it going over there. See ya.